Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we're back on the tarot table, so everything's back to normal. Hopefully, no upside down videos or anything like that. I've got the Knight Templar on the tarot table because we are going to ask about the darkness that surrounds Meghan Markle. And ever since that stunt that she's done, I can't stop thinking about the evil that surrounds her. Only somebody that evil would even think of doing something like that. Like, I still have a hard time about 9/11. Like, who would even think to fly a plane into a building? Like, I would never even conceive that. So even just to do that, I have been to the Diana Memorial there. I don't know how many times. I've been to Paris 13 times and probably been there at least a half a dozen times because, of course, we love Phuket. That's where we go for supper all the time. And then we go straight down to the flame that they have there. And we've laid flowers at least 3 times. So I know exactly where it is. I knew exactly where she was filming. I knew exactly what she was doing, and so did she. I just want to know, has her evil, her darkness grown? Not grown like Grown, like grown like GROWN. Has it grown, or is she just more comfortable showing it now? Has she always been evil? We've done lots of readings. Does she dabble in the dark arts? Yes, her and her mother. Her mother's was the one who taught her everything. Let's find out. Is her evil, is her darkness getting stronger? Or has it always been there and she's just more comfortable showing it? I don't believe she has a mental illness. I believe she's a demon. Sorry. Shall we begin? The Hermit. Well, there's Harry the Hermie. There's Harry the Hermit. And you know what's interesting? I wonder if Harry, like, holds up the cross to her. There he is, Harry. Maybe Harry's just as dark. Maybe Harry has blocked out the light as well. Right? You know, very interesting. When Diana died and Mother Teresa died at the same time, I remember somebody saying, well, the dark and the light always go together. And I for some reason, I can't stop thinking of that perhaps we've got some dark and light here, and perhaps the boys, William and Harry, are dark and light. I look at our own family, like, no way do I think of myself as being the light bearer in our family. God only knows. But my sister certainly was not the light. So between the two of us was one the light and one the dark. And I'm wondering here if Harry was attracted to Meghan like attracts like. And looking at this Hermit card, is he blocking out the light? Is he blocking out the light? And is that why William has such a hard time with him? Page of Swords. Well, there's all the trolling and the PR and the constant, you know, how good they are and, you know, defending and, but it's almost like in this, like they just aren't quite there. Oh, there you go. 6 of Cups. What did I tell you? Dark and light. Even the hair on these 2 children, these siblings. A King of Swords in reverse. There's William. There's William. He's not taking any more. He is seriously not taking anymore. And we've done the readings. Meghan really wanted William's attention. Is that why? Is that because William is in the light and she isn't, and she wants to put out his light? The Hierophant in reverse. William's not even going to go with protocols anymore. He realizes what he's up against. Now he's going to play dirty. He's been somewhat of a gentleman up until this point, given some grace up until this point, gone with what the palace and the firm and all of that want to do up until this point with Harry and Meghan. And I think now William realizes what he's up against. It's not just a mental illness. I think he's realizing the truth of what his brother is. Also, when you are of the dark, that's when you have the addiction problems. Right? One is can handle alcohol every now and then quite well, and the other one simply can't. And I think, look at this, even looks like Harry's haircut, doesn't it? He's got a hole in his haircut, if you've ever noticed. I think all gloves are off. All is off now for William. He realizes what he is fighting against. Two of Pentacles in reverse. 2 peas in a pod. I just heard that. 2 peas in a pod, those two. Meghan and Harry. And they aren't even trying to hide it anymore. They aren't even trying to balance it anymore. This Page of Swords is my internet card. And now what we're seeing on the internet, well, they're having that award ceremony thing, aren't they? Page of Wands on top of the 6 of Cups. Just continually news and messages and ooh, 10 of Wands. The burden that William has. He feels like they're dragging the royal family. They're being dragged through the mud. He's being dragged through the mud. They're dragging his mother through the mud. You know, before Harry and Meghan came along, we didn't really get that much bad news about Diana. Well, I mean, some of us had our ideals that, you know, she was no angel either, but some of the stuff that's coming out because of Harry and Meghan, you know, they're dragging her through the mud. I think that William has seriously had enough. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, here's the flop card. Everything they touch flops. So that should show us also that they are of the dark. That they, you know, that they just can't get something going. That they just can't get anything going. They aren't masters at anything. They just hop from thing to thing to thing, clinging on to the next thing, clinging on to the next thing. And as people get to know them, they are dropped because they realize people don't drop the light. Just think, people would never drop Prince William. They would never drop Diana, right? They never do that. Because you want to cling, you gravitate towards that light. You love it when these people walk in this room. The people walk in the room, they create oxygen, and people wake up, and they all of a sudden, you know, they're paying attention and they're happy, and yet Harry and Meghan walk into the room and they suck all the oxygen out. That's the difference. How you know you're around somebody who is of the light and who is of the dark. Do they energize you? Do they give you oxygen? Or do they take the oxygen away? 3 of Cups. I think at this point, I think William has finally found people in his side. I think what they have done, the message here, what went on the internet, an interesting page of wands here, because wands are movement. And so the information about what she did, now he's got a lot of people in agreement with him. If they do something, if William can get something done about Meghan and Harry, a lot of people are going to be in agreement. It's like they finally crossed the Rubicon, right? They finally crossed that line in the sand that people who are perhaps on the fence are like, oh, whatever. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. They finally crossed that. What if titles taken away? Whatever William can do, people are going to be in big agreement. Even people who are on the fence before, that these two should not be working royals. They shouldn't be. They're nothing. Get rid of him, and everybody be cheering him on. He's got more people in his corner now than he ever has. The moon in reverse. Well, there's your lunatic. The moon. Okay, this is telling me that the truth is coming out. Interesting, Meghan isn't on here at all. Harry and William are, and the crown. I think that we are now going to see more information, more truth coming about how evil Harry is, how dark Harry is. Because, you have to remember the moon upright is veiled and illusions. Because the full moon, which we just had, it looks like the moon is glowing itself, and it's not. It's an illusion. The sun is reflecting off the moon. When it's in reverse, it's new moon, and it's dark, and people then just get to see the moon is just a rock in the sky. It doesn't have its own light from inside. So then the veil drops, the illusion drops, the truth, it comes out. And so I'm getting here, the truth is that Harry is just as guilty. They feed off of each other. Harry's just as guilty. And the truth is, it looks like William and the crown have been fighting him all this time. Look at that. Look at him fighting the light, blocking the light. I know that what that cross is supposed to be, but he's still using it to block the light, to block that sunlight. Also, the moon in reverse is darkness, the new moon, the dark sky. 9 of Pentacles. Well, it looks like all they want is money. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, the Tower. Here we go. I wouldn't be 7 of Wands. Just a minute. Just a minute, cards. Can I get my thought out, please? 2 of Cups in reverse. I wouldn't be surprised. 3 of Pentacles upright. I would not be surprised if this was a stunt to push the palace. Right? They were like, they push, explosion. I think they are actually looking for a payday out. I really do. I think they're looking for a payday out. Interesting, this 9 of Pentacles is a male, and normally the 9 of Pentacles is a female. It's a virgin. It's actually Harry. He is the 9 of Pentacles on the ancient calendar with tarot. Where's August, September? There he is. Oh no, 10 of Pentacles. September 12th. I thought that was, so 10 of Pentacles is Harry. But 9 is still a Virgo, so it's supposed to be a virgin. I think that they might want a payout. There they are defending their actions, and she said, "Oh, I didn't realize that was it." Like, come on. I think they're looking for a payout so they can get divorced. If they have no money, how can they get divorced? 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. All right, so our original question was, is Meghan evil, or is she getting more evil, or is she just more comfortable showing it? And she did not show up here once. But you know, Harry did. First card. I'm going to say that Harry's brought out the evil in her. I'm going to say it was possibly dormant until she met Harry, and then realized the potential, I'm really not getting that her darkness is growing. I really don't like giving her more credit than credit is due. I think there's something here with that Harry has triggered in her that I think she's just more comfortable showing it. I honestly do. We don't have the devil here. We don't have any other kind of evil cards like Seven of Swords. Or did we have Seven of Swords? Yes, we did. No, Seven of Wands. Defending yourself. You know, we don't have Justice in reverse. We don't have Judgment in reverse. Like, right, there's a lot of cards here that could show evil tendencies. And I'm just going to say she's an opportunist. And I'm going to say that Harry she saw the opportunity with Harry, and she ran with it. But she did not realize that she was running into William as well. And I think that in some respects, this is going to make everything she's doing is going to make William look mean and cold. And perhaps that's her objective. But for the first time, William has people on his side. And I think any kind of proposals that he gives, I think they're going to seriously look at. The thing is we've got some spin doctoring going on here. I'm wondering if, you know, okay, take our titles away, but it's because of this reason, not because of that reason. Or there's going to be like a decree of divorce or something like that, like get Meghan away from Harry, because the two of them together are dynamite, basically. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. All right. Well, actually, thank God we aren't dealing with something that evil, right? Thank God. Please take good care of yourself. See you in the next one. Fare thee well.